Friends, in this video, I want to share with you the top 3 mistakes when it comes to filing and preparing your U visa application. Friends, welcome to Green Card Guys TV. I'm your host, John Ting. I practice immigration law with Ting Law Group all across the world, helping you solve your immigration problem. Now, let's get down to it. Let's talk about tip number 1, where you need to avoid this mistake. And that is not even filing the police report or any report to any law enforcement agency. And I'll share exactly why you need to do that. So all 3 tips are related to each other because they are very critical. So with regards to the first one, I've had several cases where people had mentioned to me, John, there was several times I had to call the police. And so of course it's different situations when it's involved domestic abuse. U visa is the way to go when it's not the abuser is not a US citizen or resident holder. Because if that person had status, then VAWA, Violence Against Women Act, is a one other additional strategy to consider. So if you don't file the police report, then you can't even try to get U visa. That's really step number 1. Okay. So I have a lot more tips to unpack that I'll share in other videos. Friends, I want to share with you that we offer free 15-minute preliminary discussion consultations to share with you, to guide you through your immigration problem. Because sometimes people realize that, they just need one question answered. And we completely understand. And so we just want to point you in the right direction, see if we can get that case going for you. So there's no obligation to feel like you need to sign a contract or anything with us, because sometimes you already have a case pending, but you realize, oh shoot, the certification was not filed within 6 months, it was not accepted. There's so many number of reasons it could be rejected or denied. And so we'll share that secret code at the very end towards the end of the show. So because you need that secret code to access those free 15 minutes. The second biggest mistake is not filing the certificate. Okay, certification. That's called a U visa certification. 918B is the immigration form. This is typically not something that you fill out. Yes, our office makes it a lot easier for the law enforcement agency. So you really need to get that completed. Now, but most specifically when it comes to U visa certification is that even if you did receive it and you got it certified by the authorized person, okay, it is not filing it within 6 months. It's only valid for 6 months. So if you wait until the 5th month and then you file your application to the Vermont Service Center, and then it expires. What if, for example, by the time that Vermont Service Center receives it, yes, there's snail mail, of course, that's one thing to consider, but the other thing is that Vermont Service Center it appears to be one of the least organized service centers. So, they just somehow process in terms of receiving mail very slowly. So by the time they review it, the USCIS could argue, I'm sorry, I have to reject this because the certification is past 6 months. So that will be very frustrating. So usually getting the U visa, as soon as we get the U visa certification, we file the package to USCIS as soon as possible. And because that's one of the steps is important. So we do that in the beginning to request it. And sometimes getting the law enforcement agency to sign it takes a while. We actually get a faster response time through district attorney's office and also with the judges, okay, with the court. So that's really a lot of bonus tips right there to share with you. And the third tip here is that you don't want to give up, okay? Because we've had a client recently and who came to us and who was detained, okay, was in removal proceedings and in detention center. We read the history of this person's case, and we were trying to figure out why didn't they get the U visa? Why didn't they apply for it? Turns out the prior lawyer You know, I was told that that attorney tried to get the U visa certification through the district attorney's office, was not able to get it through the police department at first, but the district attorney told him, "No, we're not going to, sign it because of this other history, okay, of this client," and so that's understandable. So when this person came to us, we tried it all three ways. Okay, so there are three ways, and that is usually typically through the police department, the law enforcement agency, through the district attorney's office, and number three is to the judge. But actually, when most people think of law enforcement agency, they think only the police department. But in this situation, my friends, we saw that there was a police report from the sheriff's office. Okay, so we also filed the request over to the sheriff's office, and sure enough, the sheriff's office did sign off on it. And so this case, it really is very critical. Most people don't think about this, attorneys and also applicants, clients, that good bulk of the work is at the very beginning of the case to get it prepared because you need to get it filed. We call it prima facie eligibility. If you don't have these certain documents or evidence, then you're not likely not going to get U visa and your case will be rejected. So follow these three tips plus the bonus tips to get your case filed appropriately. All right, friends. So I want to share with you that we do have a Facebook group here called Green Card Guys Academy. Please join it. We do have information that we want to share with you throughout the program. For example, visa statistics. So share with us which embassy or consulate that your loved one is waiting for the interview. There's been around average, over 500,000 cases still pending for an interview. And we also have a TikTok channel. I I I went for it. Okay, a lot of friends and colleagues said you just need to get on the program, get with the program. So please give it a follow. Green Card Guys _John. And now I'm gonna share the secret code. Here we go. Here it is, and it's the bottom left of your screen. Here are the 5 benefits of hiring our team. Please take a look. And we're very intentional about customer service. And friends, until next time, please continue staying safe.